Hello, hello, and welcome to my channel. This is Elise here at Plan with Elise, and today I'm really excited because I have a lot of products from Temu that I'm going to be opening and testing and sharing with you. And the bonus for you is that Temu and I have partnered up where you can get a $100 coupon bundle. I will have a link to claim this bundle in the description of the video, or you can search my code DKT9855. I'll also put that in the description for you on the Temu app to claim, like in the search bar, you'll search that code. So I have a wide variety of things here. Some are stationery, some are actually for home and organization, and let's just dive right in. So one of the first things that I was so excited about are sets of stamps. So let me get this first one open. These are the transparent bookkeeping stamps. These are $1.49. Again, I will have a link to them in the description. So these are the first set. I'm going to open all the stamps and then we're going to play around with them a little bit. So I love these book ones. As you know, I am a book lover. So first up, we have these. And then the second set are these cartoon transparent stamps. These are also $1.49, and these are plant lover style stamps. Let's open this one. There you go. You can see all of these really fun plant styles. And as I am now a plant mom of two, I have two plants. I'm really excited to be able to kind of play around and decorate with planting a little bit more. Next up, we have these journal stationery stamp sets. So these are $2.99. And we have a bunch of different styles. These are great for like bullet journal styles. So let's get these open. So first up, we have a calendar. Yeah, I know the glare isn't great. We have a calendar. You have times. The next set, we have habit trackers and a movie list, a reading list, a monthly calendar. Then I like this variety here. Then you have a checklist one, so date and to-dos, a wheel that you can use for different kinds of tracking. You have checklists, and you can put even the calendar here. And then you have this dot grid that has to and date. And then the final one in this set we have your meal planning, so date, breakfast, lunch, dinner. You can track your sleep time. We have spending tracker here. We have star reviews, and then you can kind of have like sort of, this looks like a speedometer, but I feel like there's a lot of tracking that can be done with this one as well. So this is a four set sheet for $2.99. And then the final one, this is actually called the coffee shop, but these are dates, because in the coffee shop set, there's a couple of different varieties, and these are the months of the year, and you have numbers from 0 to 9. So it's like a really kind of cool, fun font. Now to test these, I have 2 packs of 9 disc paper. So we're only gonna open one of these. Let's see if we can do it this way. This is 100 pieces of paper for a 9-disc planner. It's pre-punched, dot grid, and it's $11.99 for 100 pieces. And it's sort of this off-white color with a gray, a gray grid. There we go. We'll get this here. Okay, now this is what I wanted to use to test them. I'm not going to be using Temu acrylic or ink because I don't have it, but we're going to use some of my other ones that I have on hand and just kind of play around with these. I'm going to go for black just because I feel like black will be the easiest. So I wanted to start with the book ones. And I feel like we could even combine the books and the plants. Now, you know that I am new to stamping, so my stamping isn't always going to be perfect, but I think I'm getting better. So we're just gonna get this kind of saturated here. I'm so excited to have these book stamps. Press that down, get a nice firm press, and there you go. Let's do this one too. I'll take this one off. Of course, using black, my hands are gonna get a little bit messy because I am not the neatest person. I'll put this one down. There you go. They look good. They look like really good stamps. And then with those, let's kind of play around with one of the plants. Put this one down. And I feel like plants and books somehow go hand in hand. I don't know why, but I just feel like they do. And these will look really good together. There you go. So a little bit thinner on this one. I think what's really cool about the plants and the book too is that I feel like you could probably color these in really easily. So if you wanted to do the outline, you could still just do like black ink, but then color everything in. Let's try one of these because I really like this, although I don't know if the block I pulled is big enough. Let's try this. Because I love a to-do list. You know, I love a checklist. I feel like, I don't know if you're allowed to just swipe it across, but I'm gonna try. We know I'm not, there we go. Let's just tap it. It's probably better, safest. And then we'll get this down. See if I can match it nicer with the bullets. There you go. I probably could have saturated that a little bit more, but the stamp is really good. Then I want to go to the challenge because I love a habit tracker. So we're going to put this one down. Oops. Try to get it down straight. This time I'm going to be a little bit more mindful of really getting the ink in here. And we have challenge. So I missed a little bit of the ink down there, but a lot of good trackers here. And then I think finally I want to try out the month stamps because I really like these. I feel like we don't see a ton of variety when it comes to dating or redating, and these are really cool looking. I feel like I got too much ink on that one. Actually, that looks really cool. I like it. I'm a fan. And then this paper, so again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You have 9 discs. It is a little bit of an off-white, but you have this nice even gray dot grid. And it's 100 pages for $11.99. So it's a pretty good price for 100 pages of paper. So let's clean up these stamps and see what else I have to show you. I kept the paper out because next up I actually have pens that I wanted to show you and test. This is a 10-piece multicolor hardcover straight liquid roller pen. These are 0.5 and they cost $2.61. They do say the name down at the bottom, and you can also, the color name, but you can also sort of see, like, of course it's all in here and saturated, so this might look a little bit more like red or orange, but I feel like these are really cool looking. So we're going to write this here. I'd say this is more of like a dark orange, yellow. Then we have purple, a little bit more of a pinkish. We have dark red. That's like dark, that is dark red. We have green. Definitely a nice green there. I like how these write. They're actually really smooth. Then we have this yellow, which is probably going to be more of a bright yellow. We have this green, which I'm guessing will be a brighter green. Yes, indeed. We have ink blue. So kind of like a traditional blue pen color there. We have purple. So this is more of a purple than that. That what I would say is pink, but this is a purple. We have blue, just regular blue. A nice bright blue. And orange, which is a brighter orange. So the colors are really close matches. I would say that maybe the yellow probably could have been labeled as orange and the purple probably could have been labeled as pink. But for $2.61, I think that these are a good pen. And in terms of bleed, there's a little bit on this paper. Feel like it's always more obvious when I have my bright lights on, but like when I turn my paper and move it under, like when it's not underneath these crazy bright lights, it's not something that I see as much. I do think that I got a little bit of ink on me from one of them. So probably the blue. It looks like a little bit there. But other than that, they were nice and clean. And again, these are $2.61. For everyone who loves bullet stickers or bullet points in their planner as much as I do, these are for you. This is 8 rolls of the Morandi Color Series polka dot tape stickers. You have 8 rolls for $6.99. And what's really cool is if I turn these over, you'll be able to see the colors that they come in. Oops, that one, a little bit of packaging. But let's look at these because I think that while these are all really pretty, I think that this might be my favorite set. So peel this off and then kind of similar to like opening PET tape, look at all of these little bullet point stickers. And these are, let's pull this paper out for a second. These are, talk about the material, kind of like a washi material. So they're a little bit transparent as you can see the bullet through them. But if you're putting them on paper that doesn't have bullets, you wouldn't see that. So I feel like with these sets here, there's so much of a variety. You've got the purples, the blues, the greens, kind of like earth tones, yellows and blues. You could even use these as inspiration of like what colors to put in your planner. You could like use these color sets as the idea of like the basis, because I feel like there's a lot of variety. And I think there's even more than just what I selected. Like if you wanted more primary colors, you could do that. And then because of the washi style material here, you can just really easily check something off your list when it's done. You could use them to form a word, like a lot of fun opportunities with these stickers. And they don't take up a ton of room because the rolls are pretty small. So even if we just kind of put them here together, you can see they won't take up a ton of space if you have like a box or a basket where you store things that are round like this. Next up, I'm so excited about this budget binder. Look how pretty this green is. And with this stitching here, it has this really nice matte finish. Even under the lights here, you're not getting a ton of shine like I do some other budget binders. So this one is an A6 budget binder with cash envelopes. This costs $8.49. So let's take a look at everything that's included. So you'll pull these out. Usually I just kind of like rip these and just pop them out this way, but it's a really nice stitching over here. You have the pen loop, you have card pockets. These are all pockets. Another pen loop over here, and this is a magnetic closure. There's also these labels that comes with it. So pop this open, and then these have to be kind of popped out, but typically I just put them in like this whenever I'm using cash envelope binders. You could also pop them out beforehand with like a pen or a tweezer or something, but I usually just kind of pop them all in like this and then sort of shake them out afterwards. There you go. And then you have these labels. So put these labels here for each thing that you are saving. And you have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 different categories for savings or spending. And you have 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 21 different labels. So like if I were doing one for, let's say, home, right? Maybe I'd use all these top green colors for home, and I could do like cleaning supplies, decor, something else, home maintenance, like cleaning supplies would be, you know, obviously cleaning supplies, Swiffer, whatever. Decor is like for decorating my house, and then maintenance for my quarterly like Terminex or a sinking fund for, you know, any home issues like plumbing or something like that. So I think that having so many labels here is really great. And I love this. It's a really pretty green color. I think the stitching is beautiful. And again, this is $8.49. Next up, we have these 4 sheets of decorative stickers. These are Cute Sweet Rabbit series washi stickers. They are $1.29 for the pack of 4. And these are, just trying to double check before I say, these are not pre-cut. So with these, like the cherries, you would pull these out or cut these out. You could also just use a knife over the, like to do a what's it called? A close cut, a kiss cut. And these are kind of on washi like this. So when you cut them out, you would pop them, whoops, caffeine just kicked in, right? Right here. And because of, got a little shaky there, because of the washi style, you're not going to be able to see around it once you, like you won't really see that border because now I put it down and you can't see it. So we have these 4 sticker sheets. And again, these are $1.29. Now we're going to be getting into the home organization stuff that I'm also really excited about. So first up, you have this desktop 6-grid rotary round storage box. This is a pen holder case. It also came with a couple of sheets of like cartoon stickers. This costs $6.49. Now, first of all, I like this color because it matches my desk and kind of the touches of pink that I have and orange that I have around my office. And this is great for, you guessed it, pen storage. So all the different types of pens, I could put these pens over here. Each section could be a different brand of pen, type of pen. You could also even do it by color. I've been seeing that a lot more online where typically I have my pens organized by style or brand or type of pen, but even organizing them by color is helpful because if I'm looking for a blue pen, I'd have to look through so many different types to find the blue, whereas if all my blues were in one spot, I might have better luck with that. So again, this is a rotary round storage box pen holder case for $6.49. Now, one thing I feel like you don't see from me a lot because it happens behind the scenes is that I have a sticky note obsession. I'm using sticky notes all the time, all day long, and we have this 1-piece clear small sticky note storage box. You could also put coins, candy, keys, anything you need to. This is $1.99. So I take my sticky notes here. The funny thing is that the problem this solves, and the reason it's funny, is because before filming this part of the video, I can never find my sticky notes. Like I put them in my desk drawer, I put them on my bookshelf and I grab them real quick and then I can never find them again. So even trying to grab them for this, I was like, where are they? Let me take some time to find them because now I have a place to store them and this will just sit really nicely on my desk. It has these little non-slip pads right at the bottom and I won't have to lose my sticky notes. That's really helpful. The next desktop organizer is this one, which has 2 areas here that you could use for pens. This one is a little bit lifted. It's like a stadium organizer. And then you have 2 slots here. So this is the desktop organizer and this costs $7.29. And it is a little bit of an off-white color, but you could put pens on one side and then a planner on the other. Oops. I was trying to turn it sideways to show you, but everything will fall out. There you go. You can see it a little bit that way. But you could put one planner there. You could put the backup paper pad right over here, and these both sit in that way. I know it's hard to see on camera. You could also do it down this way if you wanted to, but it's plastic. It's sturdy enough that there's a little bit of bend, but things aren't going to necessarily fall over. And if this is 10 pens, I think that you could probably get maybe 30 in here. 25. No, I think you could easily get 30 in here. So that is the desktop organizer. It is $7.29. And then another thing, well, we're gonna switch to the last two items, which are actually going to be, I can't decide if this one is going to be office or kitchen. This is a Lazy Susan. So it's a 10-inch non-skid turntable rack. You can use it anywhere, but it's a 2-pack. And this 2-pack cost $5.99, which is a really good price. So spins. I like that it's non-skid. The reason I can't decide where I'm going to use it is because it may be really helpful to put things in my office that I typically are on my bookshelf and I have to like reach back to grab. But also I've been using them more in my linen closet and in my pantry because, again, I don't want to have to reach back. So because there's two here, I could use one in my office. I could use one, I feel like I'm doing a little DJ thing. I could use one in my linen closet, but as I'm getting into more home organization and kind of settling into my home, these are really helpful. They're really sturdy. They feel very strong. They've got some weight to them. And I love this non-skid section. Speaking of home organization, this is perhaps one of the things that I'm most excited about and maybe why I saved it for last. So I have quite a heavy box over here. And we have 12 pieces of glass spice jars that have labels. They have pre-made labels. There is a funnel, and we also have the actual jars. This 12 piece cost $13.99. So I'm not going to take out all 12 jars because they all look the same, but I love that it has either the sprinkle side or the like pour side. I actually have been looking for these because I feel like it's been bugging me that all of my spices are in different things. So of course I'm going to wash these first, but you'd put the funnel in here and really cleanly and easily get all of your spices in there. And I like that there's a couple of different options here. So what I could do, let's grab one that I'm probably not going to use. Okay, turmeric. I don't really see myself using turmeric, but you could have this on here and you have that label there. Whoops. And then you could also take one of these labels right at the top and put it on the top of the jar. So if like you have, depending on your storage system, right? For me, these would be in a cabinet that I'd open and see the front of them right away. I know in my mom's house, hers are like pull-out spices where she would see the top right away. And so I wonder if, let's see, we're going to test something here. You could put this up at the top if you only need to see it at the top and you don't need to see it at the side, or you could write on it or even print them out. So there's a nice variety of here, a nice variety of labels here. And again, it comes with 12 jars and this cost, here's my note about this. This costs $13.99 for the 12 jars. So let's put this top back on so I don't forget, and I'll get these cleaned and have my spices transferred over. That'll be a good project. So this is everything. This is such a good haul and such a good variety. We've got the spice jars. We have the washi bullet stickers. We have a Lazy Susan, 100 pieces of classic filler paper, a desktop organizer, a budget binder. We have pens and the pen storage system, these fun washi style stickers, and let's not forget all of the amazing stamps that I can't wait to play with in my planner. So as a reminder, when you download the Temu app and put in code DKT9855, you will get a $100 coupon bundle. Let me know what you're excited to pick up. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thanks to Temu for working with me on this. It was really fun to go through and test all of these, and I will be sure to show you more once my spice jars are all set up in my kitchen. All right, that is a wrap. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and I will see you soon.